scores of not less than 180 and 100 scores, and with 5 credits O-level in social sciences including English and mathematics, can turn their passion in broadcasting to profession by applying for a BSc in mass communication and MBTE approved innovation diploma courses in film and television production, broadcast journalism and television engineering respectively. The college, as a training hub with a pedigree of professionalism in the media space, also offers specialized courses in other related fields. For more information, visit our website at www.ntatvc.edu.ng or contact 080-33-834-343 and 080-69-809-897. Announcer Management.
Good morning to you and welcome to Dynamic Diet on the Nigerian Television Authority. It's good to have you join us today. I am Folashade Famakiwa and I'm not here alone as usual.
Well, good morning. I am Nta Akure. I welcome you to this episode of Dynamic Diet today. And Folashade,
yes, happy weekend to
happy
you.
Happy weekend and a happy Independence
Day in advance. And of course, today is World Tourism Day.
At least it's a good start if you're preparing for independence and we're going on tour and everything. It's quite an enjoyable moment, to have tourism while you're preparing for independence. Not preparing, we're already celebrating because activities marking Independence Day has already started. The Jumat service to mark independence starts till yesterday, and so many other activities have been lined up for the week, and which is going to peak.
We've come a long way, and of course we have dreams and aspirations on how we want the country to be.
Indeed, a 65-year-old man is or woman.
Is a grandpa already.
I think it's our motherland we celebrate now.
Oh, grandpa. All right. So Nigeria, we are so endowed. We are blessed. We are not babies anymore. We are growing, and of course, we have lovely tourism sites in the country.
Of course.
I'll always emphasize that you start from home, explore the lovely places we have before you now, start going overseas and spending a lot of dollars.
Of course, and that's the opinion of some of the people we talk to about. We talk to, recently one of our feature that we have so many tourist centers in Nigeria. But even in those states, we have so many tourism centers that could be developed, to match the world rather than struggling with foreign exchange draining naira value.
So we
can earn from the foreign exchange. Let's be changing money into naira, their currencies into naira, to come and enjoy our own tourism here. It's a very good thing to have all that.
So apart from our weekly mirror segment that we have been able to tell you about, we also have some segments also from the entertainment segment packaged by Adeni Adejigbe, and also our sports segment. Sport brings the world together.
Yes, and there are so many activities in the sporting world at this time. Some preparing for major world competitions in the sports, and also continental competitions, different leagues, and in this football world, and athletics, and so many other activities are currently ongoing in the sporting world, and we've been bringing you at least highlights from all this.
Yes, these and many more will come your way, but our first port of call is
we're going to talk about Nigeria, the history of Nigeria. You know, we're talking about Nigeria independence, 65-year-old. We need to know, where we are coming from, where we are, and where we are going. At least at 65, though we have our own flaws here and there, but it has been a good journey all the way, and we still have lots of prospects, and we have at least places to go. And Nigeria, though, well, like I said, we have our own flaws, but we are not doing entirely bad. So let's say that at the feature on Nigeria history, and after then we'll be coming back to the studio to tell you what next to expect. Please don't go away.
1960 October, now the battle is over. This the date we've been waiting to celebrate. Nigeria is free. Balewa,
Nimero free.
Azikwe,
Nimero free.
Our law was a downer.
Nigeria is free.
The Independence Calypso, Miss Independence is chosen and admired. The magic word is everywhere as the capital city of Lagos goes gay with decorations arranged by the man who decorates our own Regent Street for Christmas. It's self-government free from slogans, a time for celebration, not recrimination. Half a century of British rule ended at midnight on September the 30th. This new nation is already a great one, the most populous in Africa, with up to 40 million people of many tribes and languages and gods, rich in groundnuts, cotton and oil, bound together in a federation of 3 regions. Along the coast, the River Niger splinters into a maze of creeks and channels and mangrove swamps as it approaches the Atlantic. The air is heavy and humid. You live in a film of sweat. Here breeds the malarial mosquito, which is a kind of backhanded blessing, for it saved Nigeria from the white settler problem so critical today in Rhodesia. Some of the country's most primitive peoples eke out a bare living here. But it's here too that Nigeria's most exciting industry is growing, oil. This year, exports may be worth £5 million. In 10 years' time, perhaps 50 million. And at the oil company's headquarters, the ubiquitous bicycle takes Nigeria's oil men of the future to the classrooms of today. The companies are doing much to meet one of the country's most urgent needs, the need for Nigerian technicians. Westwards along the coast lies Lagos, the federal capital, itself an island and Nigeria's main port. The city was annexed by the British 99 years ago in an attempt to curb the traffic in slaves. Today, it's a thriving, bustling, fast-changing city. But down in the market, signs that faith in the traditional curses and cures of juju dies hard. In my days in Nigerian broadcasting, I remember this as a typical Lagos scene. Narrow alleys, shanty houses, open sewers, overcrowding. But the time is rapidly coming when this sort of scene will be remembered as part of the past, the bad old days. A vast clearance scheme is forging ahead. It had already begun when I left Nigeria 2 years ago. When it's finished, 70 acres of slum will have crumbled before the bulldozers to make way for wide highways and modern, many-storied buildings. Already on the outskirts of Lagos, new residential estates are giving the former slum dwellers a new chance in life. 80 miles to the north of Lagos stands Ibadan, capital of the western region, the biggest Negro city in Africa. Some 500,000 people live here, mostly of the intelligent, progressive Yoruba tribe. The peoples of southern Nigeria are fiercely eager for education, and here, among Ibadan's new buildings, stands Nigeria's first university. Hundreds graduate each year from here, a violent contrast to the handful of graduates with whom the Congo had to tackle independence. From Ibadan, the road to the east takes you through high forest, past rich cocoa farms and careering mammy wagons, and so to the eastern region and the hilltop view of its capital, Enugu. Enugu's an administrative centre, but Nigerians are born traders, and here, as everywhere else, the market is a great gathering point. Here, the dominant tribe is the Igbo, a clever, industrious people. Even at this approved school near Enugu, music and dancing form part of the curriculum. Even the convicts get music while they work. The railway links Nigeria's 3 regions with 2,000 miles of tenuous single track. In the far north, at Kano, a great international airport has grown up. A note of welcome from a much photographed figure as travellers arrive from all parts of the world. And near the airport, the ancient Arabian Nights city of Kano, its great mosque bright in the hot, dry air. A mud-red city, you might call it, half as old as time. Here, the people are mostly Hausa men, ruled by an emir. You'll find them keeping to their ancient ways, Muslim, feudal, their women in strict purdah. For centuries, a terminus for caravans from North Africa, Kano remains a great trading centre. In many ways, a city more Eastern than African. Believe it or not, a pyramid of peanuts. They're stacked to await rail transport to the ships in Lagos harbour. You've seen a little of the variety of Nigerian life. The job of holding the country together falls on 4 men. The Sardana of Sokoto on the left, Premier of the North, a commanding figure in any company. From the east, Dr. Azikiwe, pioneer nationalist, soon to be Governor General. From the west, Chief Awolowo, opposition leader in the federal parliament. And the cornerstone of unity, the federal Prime Minister, Alhaji Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, a northerner trusted by all. Independence Day was timed for the tail end of the Lagos rainy season, but it's a tale with a sting. This was a welcome the weather gave to Nigeria's most important guest, Princess Alexandra, who endeared herself to Nigerians by her first order on their soil that the car be left open to the worst the weather could do. Neither the weather nor the princess relented a day or two later at the Government House garden party. Once again, the Governor-General, Sir James Robertson, had to grin and bear it. So very British. Happily, the skies cleared in time for the great children's parade on Lagos Racecourse. Even the number plate, IND, proclaims independence. British sovereignty is surrendered to the Prime Minister. He said Nigerians proudly acclaimed Queen Elizabeth as Queen of Nigeria, head of the Commonwealth. The ceremony is over, the celebrations can begin. A state ball, a glittering occasion, a great gathering of Nigeria's leaders and their guests from many parts of the world, but marked by that capacity for easy informality which the Princess clearly shares with the people of Nigeria. High life on a very high level. But all over the new country now, Nigerians on every level begin their own celebrations with floats and festivals, parades and processions, acrobats and dancing. In the north, as you'll see, the traditional charge of a horseman. At any time, Nigerians are great people for a show or a party. They don't need any excuse. But this time they had a reason, the greatest of all. For they're celebrating the climax of years of patient preparation by British and Nigerians alike. Their coming of age as a nation. Independence given and taken with perfect concord, without bloodshed and without rancor. The new Nigeria.
This the date we've been waiting to celebrate. Nigeria is free. Valewa, Azikwe, Awolowo was a downer.
Nigeria is free.
Have you been aspiring to be a student of the prestigious Ahmadu Bello University Zaria to no avail? Worry no more, as you can gain entry through NTA Television College Jos, an affiliate of the renowned Ahmadu Bello University Zaria, where eligible candidates with a JAMB admissible scores of not less than 180 and 100 scores and with 5 credits O-level in social sciences including English and mathematics can turn their passion in broadcasting to profession by applying for a BSc in mass communication and MBTE approved innovation diploma courses in film and television production, broadcast journalism and television engineering respectively. The college, as a training herb with a pedigree of professionalism in the media space, also offers specialized courses in other related fields. For more information, visit our website at www.ntatvc.edu.ng or contact 080-33-834-343 and 080-69-809-897. Announcer Management.
Our major currency unit is the Naira, while the minor unit is the Kobo. They are both in notes and coins. The Naira is more than just a medium of exchange. It bears the images of our heroes. So, stop abusing the Naira. It is a criminal offense to spray the Naira at events. Stop stepping on the Naira. It's not your enemy. Do not squeeze, ruffle, or write on the Naira. Handling the Naira with dirty or oily hands can deface the Naira. Love the Naira as you love yourself. Be a real Nigerian. Do not abuse the Naira.
Well, thank you very much for staying with us, and that was just a brief history of Nigeria.
Yeah, that was a major throwback video on how Nigeria used to be, a nostalgic, clips reminding us of the things that used to thrive in Nigeria back then.
And where we are now, but all hope is not yet lost.
But people they always say the good old days. So where are we now? The good new days?
Yeah, I think let's say that. The good new days.
Looking at those granite pyramids, so fascinating, but we don't have things like that anymore.
Well, and I hope that at least if we don't have granite pyramid, we are having a petroleum pyramid.
And rice pyramids.
Petroleum pyramid. At least we are having our refinery now. At least we can refine our oil and do anything. So, but on that note, I think
our next port of call is our tourism in Nigeria. What's happening?
Today is World Tourism Day. How far and what are we doing to ensure that tourism is promoted? But I think before we come locally, let's see what the United Nations World Tourism Organization, the Director General, has to say on this day as being the World Tourism Day.
Tourism Day, we recognize the unique power of our sector to deliver positive change at every level. And we do so at a time of unprecedented challenges and pressures. Now more than ever, we need to rethink that tourism means at what I can achieve. We must look beyond numbers and reflect on our sector's impact on our societies and our planet. Sustainable transformation through tourism is only possible if we embrace new ideas and listen to new voices. That means reshaping business practices and investing around values, not just profits. It means a focus on innovation and on entrepreneurship. And it means investing in education, job training, and young talent. That way we can be sure the changes we make today will last for generations to come. On this global day, we celebrate tourism's ability to drive growth and provide opportunity for all. And we do so mindful of our responsibility to ensure that growth and change are both inclusive and sustainable. Happy World Tourism Day.
Well, thank you very much. And that was just a short message from the Director General of the United Nations World Tourism Organization. Right now we're coming to our own.
Our own here. There are lots of tourism sites. Where have you been before in Ondo State that you know that, oh, I can tell my friends overseas, come over and let me show you things that you've never seen before?
Well, I think I've been to Idori Hills. Yes, I've explored that very well. I've been to the seaside, the beach, I think in the southern part of Ondo State.
Okay. Apart from Ondo State, let's extend our tentacles. This is a federal government platform. In Lagos, we have the longest canopy walkway in Africa.
What?
Yes, the Lekki Conservation Center. There are lots of beautiful places in Nigeria. Our beach. But the thing is that, do we have that maintenance culture that will allow people
I was talking about maintenance, actually, or even have we got to the level of maintenance now? Let's start with development.
Because that canopy walkway.
Have we developed our tourism site?
The day I walked through that canopy walkway, so many things were going through my mind, because that was like a mangrove, like water, and I was walking on the air. I was like, God, please, so I hope this thing will not snap. So those kind of things, how many years do you have to keep maintaining these things to keep it safe? Because it's so beautiful to behold,
I think besides just the walkway, what are other facilities around that when tourists come, you have exhausted yourself, you just need to relax. And all those things. Some want to sleep over. Do you just have an easy access to somewhere we can do all this?
But there are places like that, though. Like there are, sophisticated and private beach in Lagos where you can go for a staycation with your family. You cruise the boats and you just go there and relax. But they should make it everywhere you go.
In all our tourism centers, that even tourists can start moving from one place to another. That's
from the east to the north.
What funniest thing? Even though most of those are religious pilgrimages we go to, they are just development of those historic sites.
They are very old, yes.
Those historic sites, they just develop them, to make them still modern. I was talking with somebody during the course of the way we were talking about some ancient places in some of those places. Some of them say, how can we maintain that same old? I said, look, we can't
get that old feeling.
We can't still do it. We have people that can design it. That can, at least we watch movies where they create a scene of those old days, and we still believe it, and it still look real to us. So we can create it even in real life.
And promote it online so people can see.
And when people come in there, they still have that feeling of those days.
Like in Ekiti State, we have the Kogosi resort and all that. That place, I think they've developed it, and so many other
But all these things, one thing like you also said is the maintenance. When one person comes that has interest in such a thing and try to make one or two investments, when the next person is coming that does not have interest in it, we just jettison it. I think there is it's time for us to not really come home and at least make those things
work
institutional. Make it a law.
When you bring your kids over,
make it a law. When you come in, those are things you must do. And I think at this point, let's not at least do all the talking here.
Let's show you
this short report on the Idori Hills here in Ondo State.
Over 100 years ago, the people of ancient Idori migrated from their original settlement, Ife-Oke, now known as Idori Hills, to the present-day Idori town at the foot of the hills located in Ondo State, southwest Nigeria. The ancient town, located on hills of about 3,000 feet high above the sea level, still attracts natives and tourists alike for both traditional and recreational purposes, respectively.
People lived up to 1,200 years here before descending down. The former Urban, not the immediate past one, his father, was one who led us from here in 1928 to form Alade, and the second set of people, 1933, now they established Udode. So we were all together here. Our tradition is common. everything we do, and we are monolithic in language. All Idore local government, we are monolithic. We speak the same language because we all left here to go into the various forests in those days to establish farm settlements. So this is the real Idore.
Few moments I've used there, actually. It's a very fun, should I say, at the moment hearing the story is a fun place, but I think then also it's a very innovative thing, because the story I heard was that because of the war going on, they have to move from the down of the hill down into the hill, and that's kind of something that protects them from preparing for war if anything comes up. And I feel it's a very smart move.
Ascending the Hills, which has been designated UNESCO World Heritage Center in October 2007, takes a total of 682 steps from the ground level to the peak, with 5 resting points along the way. The scenic landscape of Idore Hills is inviting, as tourists also have the opportunity to visit historic sites such as the ancient Owa Palace, the first primary school in the town established in 1896, the Thunderwater, known locally as Omi Akbara, the traditional court with an adjoining prison house, the Arun River, revered for its healing power, the mystical Agbogun footprint, touted for its ability to adjust to any foot size placed in it, among other interesting sites.
My experience on the U-top is far more breathtaking than what I've always watched on YouTube. I've watched people coming to Idore Hills on YouTube, and today I decided to come and experience it myself, and I love what I see here.
I saw the palace, river, and the primary location. I like it as I climb it way.
The unique ecosystem and geologic formations make tourist visits to Idore Hills fascinating.
You rarely see somewhere that have much hills like this and like beautiful like this, and I think learning from other countries like Dubai, London and co, I think when they bring up cultural activities that tells the story of this place, people want to come.
I have a lot of friends from the UK that I send this picture that they already claim that they want to come here. I feel like the government should work with the media companies, influencers, even Nigerian Instagram influencers, and let people all over the world know that something big is going on in this town.
The ancient people of Idore lived on the hills for about 1,000 years before moving to their present locations of Odode, Alade, Atoshin, and other kingdoms, towns, and villages in Idore land. Make Idore Hills your next vacation destination, where you can see the world differently.
Have you been aspiring to be a student of the prestigious Ahmadu Bello University Zaria to no avail? Worry no more, as you can gain entry through NTA Television College Jos, an affiliate of the renowned Ahmadu Bello University Zaria, where eligible candidates with a JAMB admissible scores of not less than 180 and 100 scores, and with 5 credits O-level in social sciences including English and mathematics, can turn their passion in broadcasting to profession by applying for a BSc in mass communication and MBTE approved innovation diploma courses in film and television production, broadcast journalism and television engineering respectively. The college, as a training herb with a pedigree of professionalism in the media space, also offers specialized courses in other related fields. For more information, visit our website at www.ntatvc.edu.ng or contact 080-33-834-343 and 080-69-809-897. Announcer Management.
Our major currency unit is the Naira, while the minor unit is the Kobo. They are both in notes and coins. The Naira is more than just a medium of exchange. It bears the images of our heroes. So, stop abusing the Naira. It is a criminal offense to spray the Naira at events. Stop stepping on the Naira. It's not your enemy. Do not squeeze, ruffle, or write on the Naira. Handling the Naira with dirty or oily hands can deface the Naira. Love the Naira as you love yourself. Be a real Nigerian. Do not abuse the Naira.
Thank you very much for staying with us. We're still on Dynamic Diet on the Nigerian Television Authority Channel Evaporable Dynamic Station, and I'm still here with my very beautiful lady, my colleague, and we've been doing the presentation together.
We just took them to Idore Hills. So we urge you to please explore the beautiful places we have around. Although some are under construction, like the Olumo Rock. I think they just ended the construction, and so it's open for everyone. You can travel around Nigeria to see the beautiful places we have. Idore Hill is in Ondo State. You don't have.
But you can come outside. Just come and start here in Ondo State.
Yes, even on this hill, where we are right now, it's a beautiful sight to behold. You can come around.
The funniest thing, there was a time I did a documentary on there, even some communities here in Akure. I never knew they had some of those, sites, historic sites that could be visited. When I saw that, I was wow, and I had this trip. It's a very beautiful one. But stay in line with that. Let's now go to the entertainment world, as we have some things packaged for us by Adeniji. Please don't go away.